Well. So, welcome back, everyone. This is module 3, where we will talk about shopping ads and display ads. But there will be two videos, one video for shopping ads and Google Merchant Center, and the second video will talk about display ads. We will first talk about Google Merchant Center before we talk about shopping ads. Why? Because before we actually start running shopping ads, we need to make sure our feed is approved on GMC, Google Merchant Center. So what is Google Merchant Center? So just simply search for GMC and you should see something like this. In short, Google Merchant Center is something where you upload your product feed like with like correct attribution like product title, price, country, shipping, reviews, everything. And after your product feed is approved, connect your GMC with your Google Ads account, and then only you can start running shopping ads. So let's say even if you go to your Google Ads account, you try to create a shopping campaign, let's say sales, purchase, whatever shopping. Here you need to select your GMC first. You need to connect your GMC first before you actually can start running shopping ads. So again, going back to the main point. So how do you actually use GMC? How do you get your products approved? So you can start running shopping ads. Here I have added like 3 really detailed docs which you should go through. So you will have very solid concrete ideas. But first we will talk about what are the common reasons that most people can't get GMC approved and how to upload your product feed. So in order to upload your product feed, there are a couple of ways you can do it. You can use an app, something like let's say Simprocess, which we also talked about in last video, or you can also do it manually through like sheet or doc. But just to make it simple, let's say if you have never created GMC, this is your first time uploading a feed, I would highly recommend you use this app. Once you install this app on your Shopify, this is very straightforward. Like you just have to connect your Google Ads account and your Google Merchant Center account, which you created using this link. So now I am assuming you have connected your Google Ads account and your GMC to Simprocess. Now we will talk about what you need to do on your GMC to make sure, also on your website, to make sure your feed is approved and your GMC is not suspended. Because most of the time, whenever people make their first GMC, they get misrepresentation. So what is that and how to avoid that? So basically, Google crawls your website to make sure your website has all the details that basic details that a customer may need before they actually let you start running shopping ads. So here is an example. Again, all those things are mentioned in these 3 documents, very detailed, but we'll talk about the basic things that we see in most cases whenever we see like a suspended GMC. We have unbanned more than 550 GMC, so you should really listen to this when I talk about this. First thing, make sure your contact information is very easy to find in your footer. So as per Google's policy, you need 2 things out of 3 contact info: email, phone number, and address. You need 2 out of these 3. Again, email, phone number, and address. I highly recommend you try to add all 3 of them. Here they have added only 2. This is like a random website. I just picked from the internet. They have added email and phone number with time. This is perfect. Now the second thing is like policies. Make sure you have basic policies on your website: privacy policies, terms of service, shipping, warranty, returns, and refund. This is perfect. Now you also need to make sure you have contact us page, and same thing goes to the contact us page. Like out of 3 things you must have 2, but I again highly recommend you have all 3: email, phone number, and address. This is like the most common thing. And now let's say you have your Google Merchant Center account, which should look something like this, but there is also new version. It's called Google Merchant Center Next. So if you're, and Google is rolling that out slowly. So if you see that, that's fine. Maybe that will look a bit different than this, but fundamentals still stay the same. Now that you have your GMC account, click on here, tools and settings, top right corner, and click on business information. I will not click that here because I don't want to invade someone's privacy. There is some info on this account. But once you click on business information, you will see very basic things like your company name, your address, your phone number, which you already added on the website. So now you need to make sure whatever you have added in your website footer also matches on what you add on GMC. This is very important. If you don't do that, that means there will be a misrepresentation because you are showing something else, but you are doing something else. So once again, make sure your company name, your phone number, your address, everything is same on your GMC and also on your website. Next, go to the first option, which is shipping and returns. Here, you need to make sure whatever info again you add also matches on the website. So let's say if you say on your website like your shipping time is 5 days for US, then make sure you add the same info on GMC where it says for US it's 5 days, for UK it's 14 days. Then you need to make sure on your website it says the same where it says UK is 14 days. Sales tax, I will leave this up to you. Depending on where you are based and what is your situation, set that up as well. This would be very basic things. And also, you need to make sure you also verify your website on GMC, which is also pretty straightforward. Just click on verify and claim. This is a bit homework. I can go in there. So this is something you may need to do by yourself, but it's very easy and straightforward. So I hope now you have enough info about GMC, what things you need to make sure you have to avoid getting suspended. But even if you do, make sure you read all these 3 docs so you know what are the best practices and what is like the standard procedure that you should follow. So given that now your GMC, once you upload your feed through, let's say, SEM process, it may take anywhere between 2 to 5 business days to get your products approved. Once your product is approved, only then connect your Google Merchant Center account with your Google Ads. You can do this 2 ways. Again, you can go to, let's say, GMC. Here, if you click on linked accounts, again, top right corner, you can connect your Google Ads account, or you can do the same on the Google Ads account. Like go to the Google Ads account, click on tools and settings, data manager, and you will see all these options where click on Google Merchant Center and connect it. So I hope you are on the same page so far. Now, again, only connect your Google Merchant Center with your Google Ads account if your GMC is approved. If it's not approved, wait until this is approved. Why? If you connect both of them, and then let's say if your GMC gets suspended or if it doesn't get approved, then your Google Ads account will also get suspended, which is why you should only connect them when both of them are active. So now we will consider your GMC is connected with Google Ads account. Both of them are active. And now we will talk about shopping ads. So what is shopping ads? So here, this is a screenshot of what shopping ads look like, but we'll go here again, just so you have some more ideas. Let's say sneakers, same example. This is shopping ads. You see the picture, product title, price, brand name, and some info. So this is what shopping ads look like. And now we will talk about how to optimize shopping ads. What are the things that you should keep in mind and what not to do, what to do, everything. So let's say you are selling a sneakers, the same example. Then when it comes to shopping ads, you have to consider like whoever searches for a product, like the customer, they will have a couple of options in the same screen. So how do you stand out from your competitors is going to be a main factor. So you can stand out from your competitors using a couple of ways. Let's say here, how do you stand out? Everyone has a very plain background. But what if you add lifestyle image to your listing? Then you like automatically stand out from everyone. Here, if you are a consumer, like think about where your click would first go. They have 9,000 plus reviews, so they have more authority. So you need to make sure your listing is fully up to date and add as many information as you can. So that would be starting from product title, reviews, shipping, guarantees, warranties, and offer. And now I will show you how to do that. Let's say you are on your Google Merchant Center. On the left side, click on products and all products, where you will see all the products. Click on pencil icon on any product, and then you will see a page like this. Again, I highly recommend you do this if you're connected, let's say Simprosys, which you should have because I asked you to. You need to click on Simprosys and open the product feed just like this from Shopify, not from GMC. If you make any changes on the product title on from Simprosys, that does not affect your original product title on product page. I'm repeating that again. If you make any changes on your Simprosys feed product title from the app, that does not change the product title on your main product page. So which is why you can have a different name product title for your shopping ads as different than what you already have on the product page if you are running Facebook ads. So let's say for shopping ads, you can have like a very lengthy long name. I'll show you some examples like how you can create those titles. That's fine because that will not affect your product page, so you can still drive traffic to your main product page using Facebook, TikTok, Snap, whatever. So you will see something like this on Simprosys. I am not opening Simprosys again because I need to make sure I'm taking care of privacy. But once you are in the Simprosys app and you have selected a product and you see all these attributes, we will start from the most important, which would be title. So how do you actually make your shopping product title? So you need to add anywhere between 1 to 5 keywords which resonates the most with your product, then your brand name. And this is very like sneaky, but you can also add your competitor's name. So I will give you an example. Let's say we are selling keyboard. Then what would be like top three? Let's say you have already done your research, but just for example, let's say the best keyboard. That will be keyword 1. The best wireless keyboard. Keyword 2. The light keyboard, wireless keyboard with LED lights. That would be keyword 3. So you need to find some one anywhere between 1 to 5 most resonating keywords and add them here. Try to make a sentence. So let's say here it should be 4 to 5. Now that you have added your keywords here, then you can add by and brand name. So let's say a brand name is Amazon. So the best keyboard here, you don't really need this, but I just added just to show you like this is like these keywords are different. You don't need this. Okay, so I hope this makes sense now how to make product titles. Now we will talk about brand. Very simple. Whatever your brand name is, you just add that here. Description. So how you make your description? You make the description the same way we have made the title, but try to add more than 5 keywords and try not to add all of them here, but maybe some of them, and then add something very similar phrase or description which is actually useful for the product. Because let's say if we go again back to the sneakers, click on let's say shopping and scroll down, you can see, okay, so this is description. So make sure you add something actually useful that my customer or clients may want to see. Now we go back to the listing part again. Landing page link, again, this will be already there. You don't have to change this. If you are using Simprosys, I just remove that to, again, for the privacy reasons. You will have your product image here already if you are using Simprosys automatically. So this should be fine. Price automatic, no changes needed. Here is where you make those changes. Now this will be empty. So these are the fields that you will have to add manually. So select the right condition, color, size, gender, age group. Make sure you add as many correct information as you can on your product feed. Why? Because how shopping ads work is the better product feed you have, your shopping ads will perform better. This is different than search. Creating shopping campaign is very easy. You just select shopping, select the right GMC and publish. That's it. That's how you create shopping campaigns. There is like no keywords involved in terms of creating a campaign, just like we did for search. So for search, we have to add like headlines and descriptions and extensions and everything. On shopping, that does not exist. So how the quality of your feed is, that would determine the performance of your shopping campaign, because Google will see these keywords on your title, then descriptions and everything. So the more keywords you have here, that's how Google will determine, okay, when someone searches for shoes, and if your first keyword is shoes, so Google knows, okay, now we need to show the ad because this is the same product. So I hope this makes sense. So this is how you create shopping campaign, very simple. Plus sales and shopping. Okay, we have talked about all these things. Promotions, like, it's optional. That's not a deal breaker or deal maker until unless it's let's say Black Friday or Cyber Monday. But other than that, we have talked about images. Okay, we'll talk a little more about images. So let's say we go back here. So like I said, you need to make sure your images are standing out from everyone else. Here, no one is using lifestyle image. So if you add like this, a lifestyle image, now you stand out and you get attention very fast. Maybe add a different color background. Maybe everyone is using white sneakers. Maybe add white and black, or add a couple of options in the same image. So that would be, so basically all these things, how we are going to stand out. That's all it matters in shopping. Okay, now we will talk about what bidding strategy you should use for shopping. Again, my personal favorite is manual CPC, but when you are just starting out, either of this is fine. Manual CPC or maximize clicks. So why? Again, the same reason. This will give you more control. Like when you do your keyword research and you see like the average CPC is $1, then you can select like manual CPC and select $1. So that way you won't overspend and you will collect the data like in the same frequency where your competitors are trying to beat. And TROAS. So TROAS, change, you can change manual CPC or maximize clicks to TROAS when you are actually in a scaling phase of your shopping campaign. You don't have to start from TROAS. Start from manual CPC or maximize click. Why? Because TROS is a machine-based, algorithm-based bidding strategy. So let's say if your account is brand new, you have no past data and you are using TROS, then it's just shooting in the dark. Google or algorithm, they don't know like what ROAS is actually realistic. So stick with manual CPC or maximize click and then change it to TROS. Now shopping feed optimization. This is what we already talked, but I will so how you continuously optimize shopping campaigns is not only in the ad account where you add negative keywords, you like bid on different on gender and whatever, but what you actually do on GMC, that matters the most. So let's say once you start running shopping ads and you see which keywords are driving you most conversions, try to add those keywords into your product title and remove the keywords from your product title which are not getting you conversions. So let's say again, same example, if we are selling keyboard and we have hundreds of keywords, now we have spent let's say $500, then see which keywords actually brought you sales and add those keywords into your GMC feed product title. For image, again, make sure you stand out in some way. If everyone is using white background, use black, use green, use yellow, whatever. Lifestyle image, how do you stand out is actually that's what get you clicks. Also, we will talk about performance max campaigns later, but shopping ads is a huge part of PMax campaigns. On most of the D2C accounts that we work with, like shopping would be the biggest spender and that would like generate the most revenue for most of the D2C brands. So which is why you have to make sure your feed is optimized, up to date, and you're constantly doing this like every couple of weeks. As you collect more data, try to optimize them. For product, maximum limit is 150 letters. You can add up to 150, but try not to overdo it, because if you add more than 150, you will see a warning. We don't want that, so just avoid. Make sure you add all the attributes. And for product pricing, here's the important point: don't start a pricing war. Let's say if a competitor is selling the same product for $40 and you do that for let's say 35, and then they do it for 30, so at the end of the day no one will win. Try to make sure you are in the some way similar range where it's not like a war. Something similar is fine. Product pricing is not the only thing which gets you sale or click. All the other attributes like your image, your title, your reviews, your shipping, your guarantee, your warranty, your description, those things also matters. So don't try to win your shopping through only pricing. Use the all the other tools that you have. Brand name in product title, you can actually add your brand name at the beginning or at the end. But if you're, let's say, if your brand is not that famous, then try to add it at the last. But let's say if your brand name, you are generating very high number of visitors from Facebook, then try to add that in the beginning. Some standard optimization tips. I would, again, you for shopping, you don't only optimize from the ads account, you also optimize from GMC feed. You cannot do either, you must do both. And now, okay, next is display. So I think this sums up everything from standard shopping campaign. You can do almost same things in terms of keywords as search ads. Like you can add those negative keywords, try to optimize the best keywords, add that into a description, title, and that sums up this video for the shopping ads. Let me know if you have any questions, and in the next video we will talk more about display ads.